with money, they haven't got the mindset to look after it. So that's what I'm saying, is if you're looking to the future and you're saying, I'm going to do this and I'm going to do that and I'm going to get this and I'm going to get that, you don't know how to cope with it unless you've gone through the stages. Right? Now, how many people here have seen that film, The Secret? Right. Great. But very shallow. Do you know what everyone thought was going to happen with that? It was too shallow. And the people, they sort of said, what car do you want, love? I think I'll have a Maserati. Okay. And then they thought later on, hang on, there's a phone call from your love, from the universe. Wants to know what colour your Maserati wants to be. I'm delivering it in the morning. Power of thought. What they forgot to tell you, right, that power of thought doesn't happen in 2 seconds, right? You have got to work towards it. So it really caused a lot of problems within the industry, right? Within the self-help industry, where all the people stand up on the stage and tell you how much money they got, how clever they are, and you sit there thinking, oh, am I that bad off, right? In the industry, it caused an awful lot of problems. Why did it cause problems? Because it didn't tell you that you had to have action. And as I say, I don't teach or I don't tell people about how to get hold of money. I tell people how to be happy, how to control themselves, how to be at peace with themselves, and everything else, trust me, just flies in the door. There's a story about a lady, and she comes home from work, and sitting on the fence is 3 men. And she said, oh, how are you? They said, oh, this is happiness, this is success, and he's wealth. So she said, oh, do you want to come in and have a cup of tea? He said, well, is your husband in? She said, well, no, he'll be in later. He said, well, we'll come in when your husband's in. So, about 5 o'clock, the husband rolls in from work, goes in, he says, who are the people sitting on the fence out there? She said, oh, she said, yeah, she said, they're called happiness, success and wealth. Oh, yeah? He said, well, why don't you ask them in for a cup of tea? She said, well, I did. But they said they'll wait until you got in and then come in and have a cup of tea. She said, well, go and get them in. So she went out, she said, my husband's in there, come and have a cup of tea. And they said, oh, sorry, you can only choose one of us. Oh, yeah, she says, you can only choose one. So she goes back into the husband and she says, hello, that we can only have one in. He said, what was their names again? Well, she said, there's happiness, success and wealth. So he said, I think I'll have the wealth. And Mum said, I don't know. She said, I fancy a bit of success. And the little daughter says, well, why don't we have happiness? So she goes outside, she says, happiness, you can come and have a cup of tea. So happiness starts like that, and the other 2 get up and follow him in. She said, what's happening? He said, well, if you'd have chose wealth and success, they can travel alone. They don't need success and happiness with them. But if you choose happiness, wherever he goes, we go. Nice little story to relate it, that success can travel alone, can be very lonely. Wealth can be very, very lonely. But if you're happy, it's all relevant. When I did International Day of Smiles last year, which I thought was quite a good success, nearly 100,000 people downloaded Worry Free Island. Worry Free Island is my de-stress program. Okay? Little old me. Played truant from school, done everything, and wrote a de-stress program. Oh. But tonight you're going to hear the major bit, because for the first time ever I have just found a way to get you into a holiday mood like that.